everyone, and welcome to this podcast. My name is Audrey Jones, and I'm here with
Sebastian Latour.
And welcome to our podcast, Literally Headlines. So Sebastian, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's a good Sunday. It's very pretty outside, and it's just a good day to be here in Knoxville.
I think it's kind of cold today.
It's kind of cold.
It's been really warm, and then I woke up this morning, and it was really cold, and it shocked me. I was in shock.
It's pretty sunny, though. It's a nice day to be outside and just hang out, go to the park.
But you better bring a jacket, so...
That's true.
Okay, what do we got first here?
So kicking us off, we have the Miracle on Ice, the USA's first curling gold in the Olympics.
Wow.
And the funny thing about this is all of these guys look like dads. The USA curling team is just full of
dads.
Of dads.
So they look like you?
A little bit.
So like dads.
Yeah, they're...
Got the dad guy?
They got the dad bod. They're just looking good on that ice, and it's almost the only reason that they play is to get a good week away from the family out in Pyeongchang.
So, your opinion, is curling a sport or not?
Oh yeah, curling definitely
is a sport. I don't really understand it, but I'm not that smart anyway.
It's almost like cornhole on ice, and I think that's pretty cool.
I was never good at cornhole or ice skating. I feel like I wouldn't be good at curling.
You never know until you try.
Okay, but I always fall when I'm on the ice. Is that like a problem? Do they wear ice skates?
No, they don't wear ice skates. They wear shoes?
Like loafers?
But on the shoes, they have something so they don't fall.
So they don't fall?
The ice is really different.
Have you ever been roller skating?
I have been roller skating.
You know how the kids have like the shoes with like the wheels on them, but they're really shoes, but they're like for little kids?
Yes, the wheelies.
So is it like that?
I think it could be like wheelies, just where you can go in all directions.
Yeah, but so
those
they're
kids
not really
are cool.
Ice skating. What if they had to wear like the figure skating outfits while curling?
Then I don't think...
I feel like that would have been a lot better.
It would be definitely more entertaining to watch these dad bods working in those
all of them have like mustaches.
Costumes. They all have mustaches.
They're looking good. Yeah. They're looking happy in that picture.
Yeah, you have to say, I mean, after winning gold in an upset match with that extremely punny Mira curl on ice.
That's disgusting. I hate that. So, but I'm in like the marching band and people don't think that's a sport. Do you think that's a sport?
I would consider marching band a sport.
I wouldn't.
Well, every day during the summer, I hear you all practicing for 3 weeks, and I don't know about most people, but that just seems very painful, having to carry around some sousaphones and playing music all day long.
I don't play the sousaphone. I play the saxophone, which most of you probably won't know this because I'm in the band. But saxophones have like a strap on them, so I actually don't really do anything. I just kind of stand and work on my tan. My farmer's tan, to be exact.
Yeah, but even though you don't really technically have to carry the saxophone all day because you do have the sax strap on there, you still get to like play music all day. Yeah, even though you're in the sun. Yeah, it's definitely a sport.
Okay.
Because you have to learn marches and then you have to compete.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not a sporty gal, just so everybody knows this. Usually when I am in the marching band, I kind of pass out a couple times. Everyone gets really nervous. I just like the attention. It's not real. I fake it. Okay, so going on to our next headline. This is a doozy. This is a weird one. So a young boy decided that it would be a good idea to pee in an elevator shaft. I found this from Sky News. So yeah, a guy, he lives in China. He decided to pee as a prank in the elevator. He peed on like the buttons.
So he peed on the buttons. What, do we know why he peed on the buttons? Was he just...
This says that...
Did he run out of time or something? Could he not hold it?
This says that he wasn't educated enough.
He wasn't educated enough.
So, I mean, maybe a lot of people could do this.
What happened after he peed on it?
The buttons, it just started smoking. Like, it started smoking up, and he starts pounding on the doors and pressing all the buttons.
Now
and he had
he's
to
wanting
rescued.
to get out.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And he just peed on them.
He brought it upon himself. I mean...
I've never peed outside before.
I've never peed on an elevator.
Yeah, that would be... I mean, maybe it's fun.
I don't know. It might not be worth trying. To all of you listening out there, I wouldn't recommend peeing in an elevator. You'll probably end up slipping or something. It's probably not a good deal to go.
It'd be a mess.
It would be a mess, and it probably smells bad.
They had to put a wet floor sign on the ground.
How long did he have to stay in the elevator?
I don't know. He's in there for like a long time, I think, before people had to come rescue him.
That's just such an embarrassing story because it was caught on camera, and then he has
people
to
have like
pee.
seen it. There's been like 12 million views on the video of him peeing in an elevator.
See, this kid, he literally just ruined all like honor chances that he could have in his life by peeing in this elevator.
He's at a job interview. They're like, what's a significant part of your life? He goes, well, I got really famous on the internet from peeing in an elevator.
It's like applying to Harvard, writing your essay.
Write an essay.
What's the most affecting
Traumatic
point
event
in your life? I peed in an elevator and I got stuck.
I got stuck in it.
I got stuck in this elevator after I peed on it.
It was a prank. It's just a prank, bro, so calm down.
Yeah, I only had to pay for it afterwards, but it's okay. It's all good.
He's such a prankster. I actually got stuck in an elevator once.
How?
I peed. No. I don't remember how. It was like a really long time ago, but I remember my father and I were at Magic Quest, and we were in an elevator going upstairs, and it got stuck. And I think he was freaking out because, you know, my father's a little claustrophobic. He's not very good at tight spaces. He must have been, it seemed like a lot longer than it probably was. I think I remember being in there for like 2 days, but that's unrealistic. I think we were like banging on the doors and like screaming and everything, but no one could hear us because we were stuck on the level that was like, there was like dragon noises, so nobody could hear us. You know, Magic Quest, they have the wands.
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So nobody could hear us, and so
we
had to press the call button and everything.
The real question is, did you end up peeing in the elevator?
I pooped a little bit, so same thing, I think.
Okay,
right?
well, yeah, it's close enough. That might trump this if it was caught on video.
Yeah,
but
man, I think I messed up. Next time, I will definitely be taking a video. No, I think they caught it on like the security cameras. Yeah. That's terrifying. They have security cameras everywhere. I'm always nervous they have them in the bathrooms at our schools.
That's true.
And they see us using the bathroom. I know that's unrealistic, but it's just like a fear in the back of my mind.
Well, I mean, I don't think this kid was too worried about that.
No, I don't think he was. What the title of this video was, I found this hilarious. What is it? The title of the video was "Stop Being Naughty." So, you know, just quit being naughty, everybody.
And don't pee in an elevator. Not a good idea.
That's what to learn from this. Okay, now onto the topic of education and stuff. Something this is a more serious topic for everyone. Something that's been really affecting, I guess, us at least, is the school shooting in Parkland.
Yeah.
I mean, we feel effects of it here. It's been pretty tragic and pretty traumatic for everyone, I think.
Well, definitely. I mean, this has been going on for far too long. I think Columbine was in 1999, and that was really the pinnacle and with how it started in America. And now we're here, like 19 years later in 2018, and we just had this Parkland school shooting, and it's really been putting a huge effect on everybody's lives.
It's in our school. I mean, like, we've had like shooting drills and everything, and it's always just terrifying. I mean,
and we've never had.
There's never been a problem.
We haven't had a hard lockdown drill as long as I can remember.
No, I haven't ever had one.
And then
I've had
literally
soft
that
lockdowns.
week, yeah,
that was really scary. I think that was when it was like, this is real and this is affecting us. Especially
with all the walkouts that have been going on. Like,
yeah, we've had 2 walkouts like the past week, and it's been strange, kind of. Because the first one, people were just like, we're walking out, we're like out of here. For 17 minutes, they walked out and they stayed out of class for that long. And then there was another one, but this was like kind of weird because after it was over on the intercom, the lady announced it. She was like, okay, your protest is over, please go back to class. And I was like, this is kind of odd.
Yeah, it's almost like the school knows about it, and it seems like they're not trying to get us in trouble for it. Because they do understand. But I did find that odd too when she said, hey guys, it's okay, come back inside.
That was really weird. Okay, so our next article here is from NPR, and it's about these the warning signs of the school shooting. Apparently, this article says that there was a lot of different signs that, what was his name? Niklaus Cruz was going to become a school shooter, that he had a history of like violence, and there's police reports on him, and that he even like threatened to shoot up a school before. He's like, I'm going to go I'm going to shoot my school up. And that the police saw this and they didn't do anything about it.
Well, when you think about it, you kind of hear that all the time at school. Like you hear
you
kids
hear it all the time.
joking about it, which is a very sensitive topic to joke about, and you probably shouldn't ever. But I never see anything being done about it.
No, I remember last year there was like a bomb threat at our school, and everybody had to evacuate out into the football field. This was a traumatic experience for me personally because it was 22 degrees outside.
It was very cold.
And,
yeah.
I'm a stylish person, so I didn't bring a jacket to school that day. And we were out there for like half of the day, and I remember coming back inside and I like couldn't open my hands because it was so cold outside.
It was freezing. And then we went over to the National Guard and we stayed in there for like 45 minutes.
It was crazy. And then it was insane.
That was a very weird day.
But that wasn't the first time I've even had like a bomb threat at our school. Like there's been 2 other times before where they're like, someone was like, I'm going to bomb the school. They like wrote it on the school wall and we had to like be on lockdown for it.
And especially schools like Farragut High School in Knoxville, that's happened so many times where it seems like once a month they're at their football stadium outside in a bomb threat. And
it's become like a normal thing.
It's become normal.
And it shouldn't be kind of a normal thing.
And that's what's happened with school shootings too until now, where thankfully these students in Parkland are taking over and they're saying this is not okay.
No, I know. I mean, you would think people would do something if they were. I mean, I guess it's difficult when you like see somebody like acting weird. You don't know if they're just acting weird or if they're potentially dangerous to the school.
Yeah, it's very because we've seen these kids before. Like we've seen people joking about this in class, and why would they do that? You know,
because you're like they're just kidding. Like they're not serious.
All these kids that have died with. I remember last year there was almost a school shooting a day. And you just don't hear about it anymore. You don't hear about these mass shootings because it's become the norm. And I think that's really sad.
Yeah, one of the family members of the shooter said that he had like put a gun up to his head like multiple times before. Like that was a normal thing.
You would think that that's awful to think about, you know?
Yeah. Didn't you find one about a woman who survived multiple guns attacks?
So she's a mom now. She lived near Columbine and she had to go through the Columbine shooting. She wasn't a student, but this is from BBC News. And she went through the Columbine shooting and she was in the community where that happened. And then now she lives with her family in Parkland, Florida. And to think about how 19 years ago, she left Colorado after this shooting, and now she's in Parkland, Florida to see this happen. Like,
that's awful.
She's a mother, for first off. Like, that'd be so scary to think about your
her kids
children
at the
being
school?
there. I don't know if her children were at the school. I think she was just like part of the family, like living in the area. But like just thinking about you moved across the country and you still can't get away from this.
From the violence. I mean, that even goes to talk about like, how do parents feel now sending their children to school and there's like the chance that they might not come back home?
And that's just not how it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that.
Even our teacher said, after our drill, she said, this is kind of pointless because there's a window right there, a door right there. Anywhere you hide in this classroom, you can be seen. The school was not built to protect kids from being shot at. It was built for them to be safe and to learn. It wasn't built for that. It's terrifying.
Like, even one of my teachers who he's a father, he even said like, yeah, technically you're supposed to hide. You're supposed to not do anything. But the dad in me says, I want to get out of here and I want to run as fast as I can to get away from all of this.
I know. I think I would run.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would. I probably would freeze. I mean, we've had class discussions. I remember sitting in class with my friends, and they're like, "What would you guys do right now if a shooter were to walk into the room?" And just thinking about it, I probably don't know what to do. If a guy walked in with a gun, I don't know if there was anything I could do.
And I'm sure there are the people that like would want to be the hero and everything, but you don't know what you're gonna do until you're in that situation.
Yeah. Hopefully, none of us will ever have to.
Hopefully, no one else
will ever have to do this.
Will ever have to be through this again, because that's just awful to think about.
I know. It's terrifying for teachers too, because it's like a protocol for teachers to lock the doors for students when they're coming into when there's a drill or a shooter. But this next article I found from Fox News is about one of the survivors of the school shooting in Parkland. He says that his teacher locked him out of the classroom while there was the shooter in the school. He had run back to the classroom and locked the door. And there was kids banging on the doors, but he wouldn't open the door. I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, the teacher's protocol is once you lock the door, no one else can come in and no one can go out. And that would be so scary for the kids in the hall because literally it's who could run the fastest. And it's everyone for themselves. And by that point, it's not who's your friend. It's who's going to get out of here alive.
Yeah, that would be terrifying. I know we just had a drill recently and we all went to the back of the class to hide, I guess.
Yeah.
And one of the principals just opens the door and shoves a kid in. He goes, I know this isn't your student, but just keep him in here. And I was like, if this was an actual drill, what would I do if I was in the hallway? Would I run to another classroom? I don't know. And
especially for that kid, because we're in that class together, seeing him come in and then the principal putting him in there, the principal's not going to be running around the halls checking. He doesn't have anything to defend himself. He's probably going to be trying to get out. He's going to be trying to hide also. So that kid who was hypothetically saved by our principal, he has nowhere to hide.
No.
He just has to either run out of the school where there could be another shooter out there. That's why our teachers say not to go out the window. Mm-hmm. But in this case, I would be out the window. I would be gone.
Yeah. It's just...
That's scary.
It's just scary. This is our friend... Okay, everyone, this is our friend Jaden. She did not know we were going to call her today. She's a little bit peeved about it.
That's okay,
a little bit, yeah.
We just wanted to ask your opinions on a headline.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay. Tell us.
Okay, so how do you feel about the school shooting in Parkland?
Honestly, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary to think about, how often that happens and how normal it is to hear about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. How easy it is to accept. Oh yeah, there's just another school shooting. You hear about it every day.
Oh, casual.
The casual.
And it seems like they're getting more often, and it seems like they're happening closer and closer.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just getting more press coverage. That could be one of the issues too.
Ask her how her teachers are doing things.
How are your teachers reacting to all of this, Jaden?
Well, they're doing more drills and more awareness. You walk into your classes and they'll tell you where the exits are. But overly everybody else in the school is just more conscious about it. Everybody's if we're on the first floor, are we going out a window? Are we going out a door? If we're on the second floor, are we going down the stairs? Everybody's just kind of, it's on everybody's radar.
Oh yeah. What do you do if you're on the second floor?
What our teachers tell us to hide. So that's what, we have, some teachers have big closets, or one of my advisory teachers just tells us to hide, behind the door or, behind a desk.
Okay, Jaden, thank you for your wonderful input and opinions.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, right, bye.
Okay, so in other news, with this, that's some pretty heavy stuff. Let's look at this. Barbara, hold on. How do you say her name? Barbara Streisand. Barbara Streisand.
You uncultured swine.
I'm sorry.
Have you not ever seen any Broadway? Ever?
Okay,
She is a talent. She is a legend, a myth, a god. I love you, Barbara Streisand. She is amazing. Also, she's mentioned on Glee a lot. Have you ever seen Glee?
I've never seen Glee.
You have never seen Glee?
I apologize, Audrey.
Glee is one of my favorites. Actually, I only watched 2 seasons, so I probably have no right to say that, but...
Well, this is an article from National Geographic about cloning your pets.
Cloning your pets?
Yeah.
No.
So, Barbara Streisand, she recently cloned her dog that died after 14 years.
How did she... I didn't know she was a scientist.
Well, okay, she didn't do it personally.
Oh, okay, Barbara Streisand.
But...
is that?
I don't know where you go to get your pets cloned, but it can be done if you have the money. Yeah, the local cloning store. Have you ever been
there?
Yeah,
it's in Walmart.
Yeah,
it's a little station next to the hairdressing where you get your hair cut.
It's in the hairdressing where the haircuts are done.
You
it's right there. It costs like $10.
Can you please clone
my
dog? We have a bond that can never be broken.
Well, she just cloned her dog, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it would be cool to clone animals that like back from extinction. That would be really cool, but
dinosaurs.
Yeah, like
dinosaurs don't exist. I'm kidding.
Well,
I'm kidding. I believe in dinosaurs. Don't worry.
Well, think about all the other dogs that don't have homes.
Like pound dogs.
Pound dogs. And even my family's from Colombia, and every time I go to Colombia, you just see dogs walking around with no families. And
I've been to Jamaica, and there's just dogs everywhere, and you're not allowed to touch them because they're apparently mean.
Yeah.
But it's like so sad. And you see like the female dogs that are all like pregnant and everything, and they have like it's like super sad.
And I don't know for all of you listening out there, if you would want to clone your dog. That's your personal opinion, and if you have the money, go for it. I'm sure it's pretty expensive, but just seeing like all the other dogs out in the world that don't have any homes, like why would you want to re-clone your dog? I don't know. What do you think, Audrey?
I don't know. If you can clone dogs, can you clone people too? If there were two of me, that would make my life a lot easier.
Well, I know they've cloned a sheep before, and they've been trying to clone a woolly mammoth for some time.
Why do you want to clone stuff, though? What's the purpose of this?
Well, the purpose of cloning like the sheep. Well, they're trying to figure out how to clone other animals, which is what they're doing with the woolly mammoth, because they can find like.
I thought woolly mammoths were extinct.
They are extinct, but if you find a well-preserved cells, you can re-clone them from those cells.
# Jurassic Park is coming to life. Everyone get scared.
Yes, this is.
Or excited. Whatever your opinion is.
Whatever you like. If you like dinosaurs, then get excited. If you're afraid of dinosaurs, that might be a rough ride for you.
If you like dinosaurs, just go check out the men's curling team, because they're all very old men. That was a good joke. Sebastian's in awe.
That was a good joke. I can't keep up with that.
Ugh.
Hey,
Zoe, how's it going?
Good.
Okay, so this is literally headlines. You're here with Sebastian Latour and Audrey Jones.
Yeah, I'm Audrey. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to our podcast.
So we just want to ask you a question on a headline that we have, and we want to know what you think about it. So I'll let you take over, Audrey.
Okay, so a young boy was found he peed in an elevator and it broke down. What do you think about that?
Would you ever pee in an elevator?
Is that something you would do?
I think that if I was in a really desperate situation, and had drank a lot of water and it had broke down, I would definitely pee in an elevator. Just like in a corner though, where I wouldn't just step in it.
He did it on purpose. He peed on the buttons.
He peed on the buttons.
As a prank.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, and the elevator shut down too.
It started smoking.
Well, as a woman, I'm not confident that I could reach the buttons. You know what I mean? But if I was a guy, I don't know, maybe that's a thing that he just liked to do, is like pee on elevator buttons. But I think he should have been aware of the consequences of that.
Okay, thank you for your input.
Yeah, thanks.
One more thing.
So, okay, you have your dog Smokey, and you love Smokey. Would you ever consider cloning Smokey?
Honestly, she's the best dog. If she's starting to get old now, so you know what? I would probably consider it, and it would be Smokey 2.0.
Smokey 2.0. Cool. What about like all the dogs in the world that don't have homes that you could possibly give a home?
Smokey 2.0 could be a friend to them. I could also adopt a dog.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you for your input. That was awesome. We'll see you again next time.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So, what is this next one that we have?
This next one is about some two very brilliant people, some criminal masterminds that I'm waiting to be seen on the next episode of Criminal Minds or, Law and Order, anything where they talk about the geniuses of criminals. So this next article is brought to us by Fox News. Thank you, Fox. So a couple, decided they were going to run from the police. You know, they're like drug people.
Yeah.
They do the drugs, you know, trade the drugs. I don't know much about drugs. I'm a good Christian girl. Amen. So they decided to run from the police, and while they were running, they ran straight into the precinct parking lot.
Oh, were they on something? What?
I mean, they were probably high or something. The police station says that there's a large sign above it that says, you know, this is a police station, you know?
Yeah.
Like, police station. You
Did
think
they go
they would
inside?
see it? They like went inside. They like jumped the fence.
No.
They like went inside the police station, and there was like men like training in there. They went like maybe around back. I don't remember.
That is
I don't know
amazing.
exactly where they went. Yeah, and like they were like hiding in the precinct from them. Apparently, the woman, she was hiding under a bench in the area, just, you know, chilling, just hiding from the police in a police station.
No.
But not gonna lie here, if I were ever become a criminal mastermind, this is probably something I will do.
Going to a police station.
Yeah,
while
but
running
it'll
from
be
the
like
cops.
really, yeah, but it'll be like cool because they won't even know that I'm a criminal.
They'll be like, "Hey, Audrey, what's up?"
I'll be like, hey guys.
You're like, "Oh, aren't you wanted?"
I'm like, nah, fam, it's all good. I
It's all
actually
good.
work here.
You work here, yeah.
I'm actually a detective, and I've gone rogue.
undercover.
I've gone rogue as I'm like a criminal mastermind.
I don't know. That's pretty sad though for them
That's
to.
pretty stupid.
Yeah, running from the cops. What?
First, the guy that pees in an elevator, and now this.
What's wrong with the world?
What is wrong with education in this world?
Literally headlines, everybody. Wow. How?
Literally headlines.
How are they doing that? Well, on the topic of intoxicated slash
Intoxicated, like slash drugs,
slash drugs,
slash juuling it up.
well, this one guy, it's a drunk dude from West Virginia who spends $1,600 on an Uber
No.
while drunk to New Jersey.
No.
He goes from West Virginia to New Jersey.
This is like, you wake up and you're like, I've made a huge mistake.
That's absurd. I wonder, he probably just ends up in New Jersey and he's like, "Hey, everybody, how's it going? I'm from West Virginia.
I'm from West Virginia.
Didn't mean to come here." What if he accidentally was like just typing in the wrong address and he wakes up the next morning in California? He's like, "How'd I get on this plane?"
Like, oh, what? Where am I? That's so much money, though.
That's so much money. It's 300 miles.
Ooh, I can't even run 1 mile. Like, hot dog, that's a lot.
He paid, okay, so Uber has like different services. He had Uber XL, which is like the really nice cars and stuff. It was 6 passengers.
6 passengers?
It was just him and the Uber driver.
Oh,
He was
God.
drunk. He doesn't remember anything. He doesn't even remember who the driver was.
No, this is so bad.
And now he's just in New Jersey.
I know, how are you going to get back? I guess
another Uber.
Another Uber.
He found a way there. He can get back now.
My mom, she's such a character. Love you, Mom. Shout out to you. But every time, like, my schedule is really busy. I have a lot of siblings. Every time, like, she's like, the schedule is getting crazy and she can't get me somewhere, she goes, "Audrey, I'll just call you an Uber." I'm like, "Mom, don't call me an Uber." She goes, "Audrey, it's okay. I'm just going to call you an Uber." I'm like, "I think you're not allowed to because I'm a minor."
And then she sends you to New Jersey.
And then she sends me to New Jersey and she's like, "Yeet, I don't like you anymore. Please leave." But I'm like, I'm not going to get in an Uber. I'll probably get killed or taken, or they probably wouldn't take me. I think I'm too annoying. Maybe.
I don't know. Well, I feel like the difference
They definitely wouldn't take you.
Well, the difference between if your mom was sending you, she would be knowingly sending you. This
to
guy,
New Jersey.
This guy doesn't remember that the drive even happened. And
That's awful.
He doesn't remember the drive happened, and he tried challenging Uber about it, but Uber can confirm the drive, and they're like, "Nope, yeah, you
Should
did that."
Uber be allowed to take people that far if they know they're intoxicated?
Well, if they know they're intoxicated,
Yeah,
a lot of
it was
people.
probably obvious that he was just drunk.
He was probably very drunk to go
Like
that far.
a lot of drinks, a lot of tequila, some fruity drinks.
Some fruity drinks
I don't drink alcohol.
that make you 300 miles. Oh God, that's pretty. That's pretty scary.
That's a night to not remember, I guess.
Oh, he's not going to remember that one for a
He's
while.
drunk. A lot of my friends have experienced that, probably.
What are your $1,600 Uber rides?
Being drunk. Oh.
Being drunk?
Oh, wait.
Can we at some people? No, never
No,
mind.
no.
No.
No, this isn't that kind of a show. Right, we're okay. So...
What's this about a T-Rex?
Okay, so this next article is also brought to you by Fox News. Fox News.
Fox News, everybody.
So, police officers got a report of a T-Rex being spotted in the Philadelphia suburbs. But don't worry, they say it's no problem.
Is this a real T-Rex? What kind of T-Rex is this?
It's definitely one of the costumes.
The inflatable T-Rex.
They've become really popular.
The dancing T-Rexes, yeah.
The dancing T-Rexes. I didn't know they were called that. But
you always see people dancing in them, yeah.
One police officer said, it's no problem, like we're all clear. I think it was actually a parent that was taking their kid to school in a T-Rex costume.
The parent was taking the child to school
in a T-Rex costume.
Well, that's a 10 out of 10 for that parent right there.
Someone says that T-Rexes need to use the crosswalk, so they're setting a good example, which... That's a pretty good one.
At least they're setting a good example for children.
Yeah, dinosaurs can walk around the block. I mean... Equality for all, as long as they're being good citizens of America.
Wow, a T-Rex walking a kid to school.
We were just talking about Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we were just talking about Jurassic Park, and now this.
It could come to life.
It has come to life.
Dinosaurs. Maybe it's already upon us. Maybe we don't even know that Jurassic Park.
The Jurassic World is now.
Jurassic World 2, a documentary.
A documentary in Philadelphia.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for listening to our podcast called
Literally Headlines.
Thanks
for listening to our Literally Headlines that we have just talked to you all about. They are literally headlines.
They are literally headlines. Okay. Thank you for listening. You can catch us on iTunes. And soon, hopefully, we'll be having social media and an email set up so you can contact us. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Catch you next time.
Really good.
I mean, I thought I was the boss.
You thought you were the boss?
Swag money.
That one joke, I don't remember that joke, but it was really funny. What was
I always wanted to be a comedian. About the curling.
Oh, the curling?
I compared old men to dinosaurs.
We talked about dinosaurs so many times.
I don't think there's ever a problem with talking about dinosaurs too much.
Dinosaurs and dads.
Dinosaurs and dads.